Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live stream. So I had a pretty regular live stream going on maybe a couple of years ago, and so I've been doing some kind of behind the scenes things and trying to meet some goals that I've had for my my hopes with this live stream and recording and everything. So I'm kind of getting there to where I wanted to be, and as far as the audio and the video and production and everything. So anyhow, I'm gonna work at bringing this back as kind of a regular thing, and I'm gonna have John on it here and there. So and hopefully more often. Maybe we'll see how all that goes. But so I'll start out by doing a little playing here, and while hopefully folks kind of shuffle in, and we'll have a little back and forth and talk, and so I welcome your chats and your comments, and the kind of a question and answer and stuff like that. So let's again, like I said, do a little playing. And I'm going to do a little playing on the changes of Stella by Starlight here. everybody. So yeah, doing a little jam in there on Stella by Starlight. So let's talk about a couple of things here. So I might change our screen. So I'll also mention that I may release this as a video afterwards, but I don't have DVR set up on this right now. I'm just kind of doing a live thing with hopefully get your comments and questions, see what you all have been kind of working on. So a few things that we've been talking about on the member area of the channel is playing a little bit of chords as well as single line melodies. So in that case, I played a little bit more of a single line. So let's see if we can go with that idea. So I'll play more kind of like a trio setting. So since we talked a little bit about that the other day, so I'll do a little more playing, and I'll take the tempo up here a little bit, and I'm just gonna play a few tunes here in general on this live stream. right, everybody. So I see. Excuse me. So yeah, playing a little bit on that. So there's a little video that I did the other day on trio playing, and so a couple things that we just discussed there in that segment was the idea of playing some chords. Playing some chords, playing some melody, kind of striking a balance, and then kind of the concept of when you're playing the single lines to outline some of that harmony, or just kind of keep the lines kind of anchored somewhat in the in that kind of way. So things to know and kind of consider in that respect are playing, having some kind of working knowledge of chords and inversions. Maybe you can take and be able to play the changes through some of these different shapes and things, so that you have that way of stringing along the kind of smooth voice leading and all that. So So some of that has to do with just kind of being aware of your chord changes, inversions, and all of that. Playing through some of the the chords and being able to outline some of those as you go through. So if you had an example like A minor 7 flat 5 here, and typically you're going to put the extensions on a higher note, but just as an example, so let's say we had this D7 with a flat 9, and then you say, okay, well, go over into this G7 with the raised 4, so raised 5, sorry. So but just as an example, but typically you might put that on the top, that flat 9 and all that. So, but just to demonstrate, some of the awareness of those chords and chord inversions and stuff like that. So, well, let's take a look maybe at another tune here. Got a few likes, so that's pretty awesome. Maybe do a little playing on a Latin tune. I'm just kind of bringing up some of the tunes. This has been a little bit of a work in progress over really pretty long period of time. Working at kind of getting these backing tracks and playing live along with them. That's kind of been the thing working towards here. So let's play a little bit on the Mañana Carnival. I think John and I talked about that one in the duo talk. And I'll mention, since I think there are a few viewers here, I'll mention that I welcome your comments and questions. So let's do a little more playing here, and play a little bit on Mañana de Carnival. Set this up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to bring the keyboards back in here. All right, and I'm muting my mic as I do some of these, so if at some point I do talk and you don't hear anything, send me a quick chat, but hopefully I'll be on top of it. So yeah, we'll do a little play on Mañana de Carnaval, and this is all about improvisation. So playing over the changes here. Alright everybody, so yeah, we talked a little bit about this tune, I believe on the last duo talk, and this is one of those tunes that kind of want to know about, know how to play. I think I have some videos on this one. I may have done a melody video at one time, chord melody, possibly. So be sure to check that out. And yeah, so I'm gonna hang here for, let's say, maybe about 10 more minutes. So this is just kind of just the start, almost a little bit of a pilot episode, you might say. Well, not really a pilot, but just kind of testing out some things and getting things started. I'm not sure if I'll number these in the future, but anyhow, so bringing this back, thinking about including just like maybe like a featured artist, some like featured gear and stuff like that as we go, and do a little playing, hang out, listen to or read about what you're checking out and what that may influence some things that I'm checking out as well. So one thing I have been checking out here recently is a website called TrueFire, which I've known a little bit about, but checking out recently one of my guitar students who is also follows here. You may be watching now. I think uses it and has had a lot of good success with it. So I thought I'd mention that, and I just recently became an affiliate of this site. So check this out. And so if you want to help support the channel, no extra cost to you, you can check out the link in the description, which is an affiliate link that will take you to this website. And I put in a couple of other specific links down there too. But let's check out this site a little bit. So some of the really kind of folks that I'm sure you're all familiar with. If you're not, check them out. But John Pizzarelli, who is Bucky Pizzarelli's son, and Martin Taylor, who maybe back to John Pizzarelli. I've seen wonderful things with him on big band kind of things, and kind of traditional sounding things, standards. I think he not too long ago did some covers of some Pat Metheny's work, so that's really pretty cool too. Martin Taylor, back to Martin Taylor. He is really kind of one of the top, if not maybe the top, kind of solo jazz guitar guys. He's just really got that thing really down. So this looks interesting. Bossa Nova guitar, but I think he's got some other things on accompanying singers and various things. So that is definitely worth checking out. And some of these others seem pretty kind of cool in general too. So some of the things, improvisation, some rock things, blues things. So whether you're a beginner or intermediate or even advanced, I think you would find this helpful there. So all right, we'll see. Maybe do a little more playing here. You may have heard, and I'm really happy about this. You may have heard the podcast recently, and so I integrated the podcast with YouTube, and it just automatically downloads that from the feed. So that is kind of cool. And so I've been working at doing some podcasts. I might actually release this live stream as a podcast. So I've been doing a lot of the tunes that I do, or videos that I do, at least some of them, for the member area here on YouTube, on there as well. So just double check the chat, and I'll do a little more playing and if you want to keep me on, I'm only probably going to go for about 30 minutes today. But if you want to keep me going for another 15 minutes, drop me a chat, and I'll feel inspired to do that. So, well, let's do a little more playing, and to do a little let's do a little playing on solar. Okay, set this up real quick here. So let me know how the sound's going. This has been like kind of a big deal thing that I've been working on for a long time. So I have a lot of concerns about it, but I'm anxious to get live streaming and get some more videos out. So I've been working on investing the time and energy and also just some studio things to get to a point where I can really release things quickly and do more live streams and stuff like that. So let me know how it's going out there, how it sounds for you. All right, well, I'm going to mute my microphone and do a little more playing. Let's change our view here as well. Let's see. All right, everybody. Yeah, so it looks like we've got a comment, or question. Okay, so John says, well, the understanding that this question is asked all the time. When you are soloing, are you constantly aware of the chords that are playing and about to be played, or is it all feel and what key? Yeah, great question. So I guess it kind of depends, but if I really know the tune well, um, it's hard not to think about the chords and the chords that are coming up. If let's say if I don't know that like really a tune at all, um, you know, I'm still going to be kind of aware of the chords, but um, yeah. So kind of difficult one to answer, but yeah, I would say generally, yeah, aware of chords and the chords that are coming up. I would say when it comes to playing jazz type repertoire or any even like progressive rock or anything that's just like um, gonna be moving different places that are maybe not always I don't want to say intuitive is kind of the wrong word, but any time we have like kind of specific changes that are just it's just not really like staying in one key or whatever. I would strongly recommend being really aware of the chords. So let's see, might fit or arpeggio that will accentuate it, and you work with chromatic tones through each of these routes. Yeah, great question. So you know, I would try to think of each harmony as each harmony and how it connects to the 12 notes as sort of degrees of dissonance and consonance. So, like the arpeggios, oftentimes you're going to use those to maybe outline some consonants in your line. Well, let's go to C minor. Let's go just kind of basic C minor. Right. So you could use those arpeggios to outline the specific notes from that chord. But you can use all sorts of arpeggios that are, varying degrees of inside and outside of that sound. And yeah, I think what you want to do in general is get a handle on arpeggios and scales. Learn them all to an extent that all the way from a triad or even a single note, all the way up through chromatic notes, so that you can get to a point of fluency where you're able to make very instantaneous decisions on what sound you're going for, whether it be kind of a dissonant sound or a consonant sound, and then stringing together chord changes so you're able to play lines through chord changes and maybe end your phrase on maybe a certain note in there. So yeah, great question. I hope that that helps to answer it. I would say just kind of learn all those fundamental things until you can, in a sense, not entirely forget it, but get to a point where you have enough fluency, because you don't necessarily, I think, want to be thinking like I've got to play this arpeggio over this chord. It's just sort of like your ear has made a connection between the your single line and the harmony, so that it can work out a phrase that kind of makes sense to the changes. So yeah, great question. I hope that does answer it for you. Okay, we talked a little bit about Stella by Starlight, Mañana de Carnaval, and all that. So yeah, so kind of maybe do just a tiny bit more playing, and to hear if you have any more additional questions. Yeah, John says thanks. Really must know fretboard like a second nature. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You want to know? Yeah, the fingerboard. No. One thing is just kind of know all the notes all over, notes all by name. So if you don't already, maybe you do, but learn all the notes in C, and then get comfortable with knowing the notes that are not in C, and grab that awareness, and then be able to play pretty much instantaneously, like any of the 12 notes on any given chord at any moment. That's like kind of maybe the ultimate goal, I guess. That way you'll have fluency over the changes, like I was talking about a little bit. All right, everybody. Well, I'm going to play maybe one more time over, let's say, Stella by Starlight over here. And thanks so much for checking us out. Bringing back the live stream. Very excited to do that. Very excited to get more interactions like this one today with John. Thanks so much for your question and your comments. My mission here on the channel is to help folks out learning guitar and improvising, and spread the word. And I'll mention too that we're getting close to 10,000 subscribers, so pretty excited about that. I think we're somewhere around 9,600. So spread the word, tell your friends, and we'll see if we can get up to that 10,000 mark. Oh, you're welcome, John. All right, everybody. Well, that's gonna do it for today's talk. I do believe that I will probably leave this up on the channel, or maybe even re-upload it. See how it goes. So thanks so much, everybody, for checking it out. One really awesome thing that you can do to contribute to the channel is to do it John did just earlier, which is just kind of drop me a comment, join the chat, and I will do my best to see if I can give you at least my take on some of the questions and comments and stuff like that. I know it's a very challenging thing to learn jazz guitar or improvisation in general. So thanks again, everybody. I hope you did enjoy this. Please like and subscribe. And we did mention today the TrueFire website, so check that out. I just started out as a new affiliate of them, and I'm seeing that they have some really great names and really nice production. So confident that you'll have a good experience with all of that. All right, everybody. Have a great practice session. Don't forget, I have a member area here, both member updates, which is a good way to support the channel financially as well. And that one's just very inexpensive. And then we also have a really nicely, reasonably priced member area where you have videos on lessons that I'm doing specifically for the members of the YouTube channel. All right, everybody, have a great practice session. I'll see you all in the next one.